As we grow older, we're often caught off guard by the changes in our bodies, our minds, and the way we relate to the world around us. Aging is inevitable, but no one really tells us about the small, unpleasant things that come with it. Many of these things can catch us by surprise, leaving us feeling isolated, frustrated, or confused. But the truth is, these changes don't have to define us. They are part of the journey, and they can be met with understanding, acceptance, and even humor. In this video, we'll explore 7 uncomfortable truths about aging, things that most people don't talk about. From health struggles to changes in relationships, we'll cover it all. But more importantly, we'll discuss how to manage these challenges and move through them with grace. So, if you've ever wondered what's really ahead as you age, or if you've noticed some of these changes already, stick with us. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer picture of what's happening and how you can address these challenges to live your later years with more ease, joy, and vitality. 1. Holding a grudge against your children or family. It's not uncommon to find yourself feeling resentful as you age, especially when you reflect on the sacrifices you made for your children, the sleepless nights, the constant juggling of responsibilities. You gave so much, and now it feels like they don't visit as often, or their lives are too busy to check in. You might begin to hold on to a grudge, carrying around a heavy emotional burden. But what you might not realize is that these feelings don't hurt your children, they only hurt you. Holding on to resentment is like carrying a backpack full of stones, and each thought about your children not appreciating you adds another stone to the weight. Studies show that chronic resentment can increase stress, raise blood pressure, and weaken the immune system. It also accelerates the aging process, both mentally and physically. Letting go of grudges isn't just about emotional release. It's a physical necessity. When you forgive, you free yourself from this emotional weight, leading to better sleep, lower stress, and improved physical health. Take a moment to reflect. Write down your feelings, unfiltered and raw. Once you've written it all down, ask yourself, do I want to keep carrying this burden? Then, choose to let it go. Tear up the paper, burn it safely, or simply let it fade away. Releasing resentment will not only improve your health, but will also make your relationships stronger and your heart lighter. 2. Neglecting your personal hygiene. As we age, it can become easy to let certain things slip, like our personal hygiene. Perhaps you don't have the energy you once had, or you feel like certain habits don't matter as much anymore. But neglecting basic self-care, even in small ways, can have a significant impact on both how you feel about yourself and how others perceive you. Taking care of your hygiene isn't about vanity. It's about respecting yourself. When you look in the mirror after a refreshing shower, or when you put on clean clothes, there's an immediate shift in your mood. You feel renewed, connected to yourself, and ready to engage with the world. However, when you neglect these small tasks, skipping a shower, not changing clothes regularly, they can build up. It's not just about appearance, it's about how you relate to yourself and others. Hygiene reflects how much you value your own dignity and well-being. If you found yourself slipping in these areas, start small. Get up, take care of yourself, and show the world your best version. These simple acts of self-care can bring back a sense of comfort, confidence, and connection. 3. Isolating yourself and neglecting your social life. Loneliness can sneak up on us, especially after significant life changes. Maybe you've lost a spouse or a close friend, or perhaps your children have moved far away. At first, you might welcome solitude, but over time, isolation can take a toll on your emotional and physical health. I remember Don Ricardo, a neighbor who once was the life of the building. After losing his wife, he became more withdrawn, eventually stopping socializing altogether. His world grew smaller as he stopped going out, stopped calling his friends, and even stopped responding to invitations. He became convinced that he had nothing left to offer and that it was easier to be alone. What Don Ricardo didn't realize is that isolation doesn't just affect our emotions. It drains our vitality. As social beings, we need connections to thrive. Even simple interactions, like sharing a coffee with a friend, going for a walk with a neighbor, or talking on the phone, can lift your spirits and remind you that you are still part of the world. If you've started to isolate yourself, remember that it's not about making huge social commitments. Sometimes, the smallest connections can help you rediscover your sense of belonging and rejuvenate your heart. 4. Living to impress others. As we get older, it's easy to fall into the trap of wanting to show the world that we've still got it all together. We try to impress others with perfect appearances, achievements, or social status, all in an attempt to protect ourselves from feelings of vulnerability. But the reality is, this approach only creates exhaustion and disconnection. Imagine living life like you're always on stage, performing for an audience. You keep up the facade of having everything under control, but when the lights go off, you're left alone with the weight of maintaining the illusion. Living to impress others is like wearing a mask. You may think it protects you, but it prevents you from being your true self. You don't have to be flawless to be worthy of love and respect. You simply need to be you. Take off the mask. Live authentically. Your strengths, weaknesses, and vulnerabilities make you who you are, and that's what matters most. When you embrace yourself fully, you'll experience more genuine connections and find greater peace within. 5. Falling into envy. It's easy to feel envious when you see others living a life that seems better than yours. Maybe their health is better, they have more family support, or they seem to be more active and engaged in life. This comparison can stir up a sense of lack inside you, but envy only poisons your heart. When you focus on what others have, you lose sight of the richness that already exists in your life. Gratitude is the antidote to envy. Each day, take a moment to reflect on the things you are grateful for. It could be as simple as a warm meal, a beautiful sunset, or a moment of peace with a loved one. When you focus on your own blessings, you begin to appreciate what's truly valuable in your life, rather than constantly comparing yourself to others. This shift in perspective will help you connect with contentment and joy, which can significantly enhance your emotional well-being. 6. Neglecting your most valuable friendships. As time passes, friendships can often take a backseat to other responsibilities and challenges. However, neglecting your close friendships can leave you feeling disconnected and unsupported. It's easy to assume that deep friendships will maintain themselves, but these relationships require nurturing. Taking the time to reach out to old friends, even just for a quick call or message, can help revive those connections and bring meaning to your life. Friendships are not just about being there in tough times. They're about shared joy, laughter, and companionship. A small effort, like picking up the phone or planning a visit, can make a big difference. 7. Constantly criticizing the new generations. It's common for older generations to feel disconnected from the younger ones, especially as times change. The differences in lifestyle, values, or habits can sometimes spark criticism. But instead of focusing on what's wrong with the younger generations, try to see things from their perspective. You don't have to agree with everything they do, but being open to their ideas and perspectives can enrich your own life. By practicing curiosity and empathy, you can foster understanding and connection, which benefits both you and the younger generations. Remember, true wisdom isn't about judging others, it's about understanding them. So, instead of criticizing, try asking questions and listening with an open mind. Aging comes with its challenges, but it also offers tremendous opportunities for growth. By letting go of grudges, prioritizing self-care, staying socially connected, living authentically, practicing gratitude, nurturing friendships, and embracing the wisdom of others, you can navigate the later years of life with peace, vitality, and joy. Thank you for watching. If any of these truths resonated with you, or if you've experienced similar challenges, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on living a healthier, happier life at any age.